In 1953, her coronation broadcast had the world watching. From that time, she was unquestionably the nation's leading lady, but as mysterious as a silent film star. Who else could meet the world's most famous singers, actors, and performers and turn them into her supporting cast?
The Grand Hall fell silent as Princess Anne stepped up to deliver her final royal banquet speech, a moment heavy with emotion and meaning. As she spoke with heartfelt gratitude, her words unexpectedly touched on the future of the monarchy, drawing a direct line to Catherine, the Princess of Wales. The air thickened when Anne praised Catherine's empathy and strength, calling her the bridge to a new era. Cameras caught the unguarded moment when Catherine's composure broke, tears welling up as the weight of the occasion settled in. This was more than a farewell. It was a passing of the torch, witnessed by a watching world. At a banquet of farewell, the Grand Hall of the royal residence sparkled under the warm glow of chandeliers as Princess Anne stepped forward to deliver her final banquet speech. The room, packed with senior royals, dignitaries, and close aides, fell into an unexpected hush, sensing the gravity of the moment. Anne's voice, usually firm and commanding, carried a rare softness and emotion. Her opening words filled with gratitude for decades of service and a hint of goodbye. Across the room, Catherine's eyes shimmered with tears, revealing the deep personal connection felt in that poignant instant. Anne didn't just speak about her role. She reflected on the meaning behind the duty, a calling that had shaped her life for over 50 years. She recounted memorable visits to charities and military patronages, underscoring her unwavering dedication to public service. Her tone was sincere, weaving together stories of laughter, hardship, and the invisible sacrifices made away from the spotlight. This was a moment of both celebration and solemn farewell, a recognition of a life spent tirelessly serving the crown. As the speech progressed, Anne's gaze occasionally found Catherine's, as if silently entrusting her with the weight of the royal future. The hall's atmosphere thickened with emotional resonance, the crowd aware that this was more than just a speech. It was a symbolic passing of the torch. Anne's words held a mixture of pride and vulnerability, reminding everyone that behind the polished royal image lies a human story of duty and heart. The banquet concluded with a respectful standing ovation, the applause both a tribute to Anne's lifetime of work and a subtle acknowledgement of Catherine's emerging role. This night was a clear sign that while one chapter was ending, a new one was beginning, one where Catherine's empathy and modern outlook would shape the monarchy's future. The moment was historic, filled with both reflection and hope for what was to come. The emotional farewell at the banquet set the stage for a deeper look into Princess Anne's remarkable service and her role as the royal family's steadfast pillar. Her decades of dedication have been the backbone of many royal initiatives, and as she steps back, the monarchy's focus naturally shifts toward a new generation. Catherine's rising presence represents not only continuity, but a transformation shaped by empathy and modern values. Next, we delve into Anne's lifelong commitment and how it paved the way for the future leadership within the family. Decades of duty. Princess Anne's speech was a vivid testament to a lifetime devoted to duty, spanning over 50 years of active engagement in royal responsibilities. She highlighted her role as Colonel-in-Chief, a position she cherished deeply for its connection with veterans and military personnel. Anne's recounting of visits to hospitals, memorials, and charity events painted a picture of relentless service grounded in compassion and responsibility. Her dedication went beyond ceremony. It was about making real impacts in the lives of others. Throughout her decades-long career, Anne balanced the demanding expectations of royal life with the nuances of private struggles. She openly acknowledged the challenge of maintaining this balance, the tightrope walk between public scrutiny and personal sacrifice. Her unyielding commitment to her roles showed that duty was never just a title, but a daily, heartfelt obligation. Anne's legacy is built on consistent, practical service rather than grand gestures or fleeting publicity. Her journey was marked by resilience and a no-nonsense approach, qualities that earned her deep respect within the royal household and among the public. Anne's work spanned numerous patronages, from children's charities to environmental causes, reflecting her broad influence and adaptability. This depth of involvement has positioned her as one of the monarchy's most reliable and steady figures, a true example of what it means to serve the crown. This reflection on Anne's lifetime of work set the tone for a natural transition. As she steps away, her support and confidence in the younger royals become vital. Her respect for Catherine was clear, as she publicly praised her for bringing a modern and empathetic touch to the family's public duties. The baton was being passed, but the legacy of dedicated service would continue to inspire. Anne's decades of commitment laid a firm foundation for the monarchy's future, which leads us to the poignant moment where she publicly passes the torch to Catherine. Recognizing Catherine's empathy and leadership, Anne signals a new era shaped by understanding and connection with the public. With heartfelt words and visible emotion, this passing of responsibility redefines royal succession in a way that blends tradition with the demands of the modern world. Next, we explore that defining moment, passing the torch. As Princess Anne spoke of her retirement, she took a moment to honor the younger generation stepping forward, with particular emphasis on Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Anne described Catherine as a bridge between tradition and progress, someone who carries royal duties with warmth, empathy, and modern understanding. "You've become the bridge," Anne said, her voice catching slightly when she mentioned Catherine's name, highlighting the weight of those words in front of the gathered audience. The crowd's reaction was immediate, a collective gasp as Catherine smiled, fighting back tears. This wasn't just a public compliment, it was a symbolic moment, affirming Catherine's unofficial role as the next leading royal figure. Anne's praise was a quiet endorsement that sent ripples through the royal family and public alike, cementing Catherine's position in the hearts of many as the future face of the monarchy. Anne's speech revealed a deep trust in Catherine's capabilities, not only to carry on the traditions of the royal family, but to reshape them with compassion and clarity. Her words gave the public a glimpse of a monarchy evolving gracefully, blending centuries-old customs with a more inclusive and relatable approach. Catherine's poised, emotional response showed she understood the significance of this passing of responsibility. This moment was more than a gesture. It was an emotional and strategic turning point. Anne's public tribute made clear that the monarchy's future lies in empathetic leadership. It symbolized the end of one era and the beginning of another, where Catherine's role would be central. The transition highlighted that royal duty is not just about titles, but about heart, trust, and connection with the people. This significant passing of the torch reflects the monarchy's adaptation to the present day and sets the stage for Catherine's expanded role. The legacy Anne leaves behind is one of steadfast service, now entrusted to a younger generation ready to lead with empathy and modern sensibilities. As we move forward, Catherine's growing influence will shape the monarchy's future in ways both traditional and fresh. Up next, we'll explore the emotional moments that followed, and the ripple effect on the royal family and public. Emotional peaks. Princess Anne's voice cracked as she shared a deeply personal memory with Catherine, revealing the unique bond they shared beyond public view. She spoke of quiet moments of laughter, advice, and solidarity, offering a glimpse into a relationship built on mutual respect and support. The audience shifted in their seats, sensing the vulnerability beneath the ceremony's formal surface. Catherine, visibly moved, dabbed her eyes, showing that even the strongest royals carry emotional weight. This banquet wasn't just about public duty. It was about human connection and trust. Anne's openness softened the room, reminding everyone that behind the grandeur of royalty are real people with feelings and fears. The emotional transparency helped bridge the gap between monarch and public, making the royal family feel more relatable. Anne's revelation struck a chord far beyond the palace walls, touching hearts everywhere. Her display of vulnerability was a powerful statement about the importance of empathy in leadership. The event served as a reminder that the future of the monarchy depends not only on titles, but on the capacity to connect with people on a genuine level. Anne's candidness added a new dimension to the royal narrative, a mix of strength and sensitivity that set the tone for the next generation. The banquet's emotional peaks left a lasting impression. It showed that royal transitions aren't just about power shifts. They're about trust, love, and legacy. Catherine's tears were not a sign of weakness, but of profound responsibility. The crowd understood that the monarchy's future was in empathetic, capable hands, marking a hopeful chapter ahead. The emotional depth of Anne's speech softened the crowd and prepared them for Catherine's heartfelt reaction. This moment of raw honesty contrasted with royal formality and showed a personal side rarely seen. As the event moved forward, the focus turned toward the supportive reaction of Catherine and the royal staff's response, reflecting the deep bonds within the family. Next, we explore Catherine's emotional response and its impact on those around her. Kate's emotional response. Kate's composure finally gave way as she lowered her head, letting her emotions show in a rare moment of vulnerability. Sources noted that she quietly left the banquet early, seeking privacy to process the overwhelming feelings stirred by Anne's words. Later, she was seen embracing senior staff in quiet corridors, her tears revealing the heavy burden of expectation and honor. This glimpse of raw humanity endeared her even more to the public. Her vulnerability contrasted sharply with her usual poised public appearances. It was a reminder that behind the royal titles, Catherine is a person facing intense pressures. This emotional openness sparked a wave of empathy both inside the palace and among the public. People connected with her not as a distant princess, but as a real woman navigating a daunting path. The public's response was immediate and heartfelt. Social media buzzed with support, praising Catherine for showing strength through vulnerability. This moment of openness humanized the monarchy, bridging the gap between institution and individual. It reassured many that the future royal leader is both relatable and resilient, capable of handling the challenges ahead. Kate's emotional response deepened the symbolic significance of Anne's speech. It was a visual testament to the profound responsibility passed to her and a reminder that leadership requires heart as much as duty. This moment set the stage for a new kind of monarchy, one that embraces humanity alongside tradition. Kate's moving reaction showed that royal roles are not just ceremonial. They are deeply personal and emotional. As public admiration grew, the royal staff also felt the weight of this historic transition. Next, we'll see how this emotional banquet affected the staff and the collective mood within the royal household. Staff in tears. A viral TikTok video captured royal aides quietly wiping tears as Anne's speech came to an end, revealing the profound impact of the moment. The video showed a mix of older staff whispering with pride and younger employees visibly moved by the depth of Anne's farewell. This reaction underscored how Anne's legacy extended beyond public image to inspire the entire royal household. It was a reminder that the monarchy is built on loyalty, respect, and shared history. The banquet became a living testament to decades of unwavering service. Staff members, many of whom had worked alongside Anne for years, experienced a collective emotional release. The transition marked not just a leadership change, but a deeply felt personal loss for many within the palace walls. Their tears spoke of gratitude for Anne's steady hand and hope for the future under Catherine's rising influence. This visible emotional response highlighted the strong bonds within the royal family's inner circle. The staff's reaction was a reflection of the monarchy's human side, showing that behind the protocols are real people with genuine feelings. This emotional solidarity reinforced the sense of unity needed to navigate the challenges ahead. The banquet, charged with emotion from the royals and staff alike, became a symbol of continuity through change. It showed that the monarchy's strength lies not just in its titles, but in its people. The shared dedication to service and each other. This moment closed a chapter with reverence and opened the door to a new era with cautious optimism. The staff's emotional reaction added weight to the significance of Anne's farewell. Their deep respect and heartfelt response mirrored the public's growing connection to the royal family's human side. As the event's mood softened, attention turned toward Anne's broader legacy and the vision she shared for the monarchy's future. Next, we'll explore Anne's reflections on the evolving royal role and how she prepares the family for change. The legacy speech, Princess Anne reflected on the sweeping changes she witnessed during her remarkable tenure. She spoke candidly about technological advances, societal shifts, and global transformations that shaped the monarchy's role. Her words acknowledged the need for the royal family to evolve while remaining grounded in tradition and duty. Her steady gaze traveled across the younger royals, especially Catherine, signaling the baton's passing with a quiet but powerful message of unity. Anne emphasized that the monarchy's future depended on adaptability, service, and empathy, qualities she believed Catherine embodied. Her speech called for a balance between honoring royal customs and embracing the demands of the modern world. This vision framed the monarchy not as a relic, but as a living institution that could connect with people of all generations. Anne's words carried the weight of experience and hope. The speech resonated deeply, revealing Anne's understanding that the crown's survival requires change without losing its soul. She described her role as part of a larger story, one that now requires younger voices to step forward with courage and compassion. Her insights painted a picture of a monarchy ready to grow, led by those who respect history yet welcome progress. Anne's legacy speech set a hopeful tone for the monarchy's next chapter. It was less about farewell and more about passing on a charge, one rooted in service, unity, and modern relevance. Her message inspired both royals and public alike to embrace the evolving role of the crown, especially as Catherine stood attentively, ready to lead. The depth of Anne's reflections invited the audience to consider the monarchy's future with fresh eyes. The banquet mood shifted from remembrance to anticipation, focusing on the symbolic passing of leadership. Following this, a private exchange between Anne and Catherine quietly sealed this historic moment, signaling solidarity and shared purpose. Let's turn to that intimate and powerful connection. A private exchange. After the formal speeches ended, Anne quietly approached Catherine for a private moment. The two shared a brief but intense exchange. Smiles, nods, and even tears passed between them. It was a silent communication of love, trust, and mutual respect, far from the public gaze. This unspoken bond showed a passing of love, not just power, a moment of heartfelt connection amid royal formality. Observers noted that even Camilla seemed touched by the exchange, offering a gentle smile as she watched the scene unfold. This subtle moment of unity gave the gathering a sense of family beyond politics. The visual of these strong women, connected by both duty and affection, became a viral symbol of royal solidarity that resonated worldwide. Reporters quickly caught on to the significance, describing it as a powerful image of the monarchy's evolving nature, one that embraces both tradition and emotional openness. This moment humanized the royals, showing the public that leadership is not only about titles, but also about relationships and support behind the scenes. This private exchange underscored the banquet's deeper theme: transition rooted in love and continuity. It was a quiet affirmation that Catherine is not stepping into a role alone, but carrying forward a legacy nurtured by those who came before her. The scene left a lasting impression as the evening moved forward. The banquet's intimate exchanges offered a glimpse into the personal side of royal succession. As the public digested this touching moment, the media erupted with coverage and social reaction. This next point explores how the world responded to Anne's speech and the royal family's emotional display. Media uproar news of Anne's heartfelt speech, and Catherine's tearful reaction spread like wildfire. Headlines proclaimed, "Anne's speech moves Kate to tears," capturing the public's imagination and dominating social media feeds. Clips of the emotional moments flooded platforms, racking up millions of views within hours. The public connected not with royal protocol, but with raw human emotion, a side of the monarchy rarely seen. Polls showed a sharp surge in Catherine's empathy ratings, signaling deep public approval of her authenticity and humility. Viewers praised the realness and vulnerability displayed, creating a stronger bond between the royals and the people. This emotional connection helped renew faith in the monarchy's relevance during uncertain times. The media frenzy wasn't just about spectacle. It reflected a broader shift in how the royal family is perceived. The public craves genuine moments, and Anne's speech delivered just that. It helped position Catherine not just as a royal figure, but as a relatable leader with the capacity to unite and inspire. This wave of positive attention gave the monarchy a boost at a critical juncture. It demonstrated that transparency and emotional openness can strengthen public trust. The media uproar set the stage for Catherine's growing role and the family's effort to evolve while honoring tradition. The media's enthusiastic response signaled a turning point for the royal family's relationship with the public. As positive momentum built, the focus shifted toward the historical significance of Anne's farewell and the path Catherine now steps onto. Next, we'll explore the deeper implications of this banquet for the monarchy's future. Historical significance. Princess Anne's farewell banquet was unlike any royal send-off in recent memory. Few royals have chosen such a public, emotional moment to mark their departure from senior duties. The event echoed the quiet dignity of Queen Elizabeth II's own transitions, showing a lineage of steady, graceful change. Anne's speech symbolized the close of an era. She is the last major senior royal to step back publicly, marking a profound moment for the monarchy. The banquet didn't just commemorate Anne's service, it opened a new chapter emphasizing ceremony blended with simplicity. It reflected a monarchy ready to evolve with the times, embracing heartfelt connection over rigid formality. The public witnessed not just tradition, but transformation, as a new generation prepared to lead with empathy and modern values. This event underlined how royal departures can be moments of hope and renewal. Anne's graceful exit set a standard for openness, signaling that the monarchy can honor its past while moving forward. It was a historic milestone showing the monarchy's resilience and relevance. With Catherine now stepping forward, this moment marks a shift not only in personnel, but in the monarchy's very spirit. It's the beginning of a future where emotional honesty and public service are front and center, ready for the challenges ahead. Anne's farewell was more than a ceremony. It was a powerful symbol of royal continuity and change. As Catherine's leadership role grows, the family's dynamics and public image will evolve. Let's look at how Catherine's new responsibilities are shaping the monarchy's future. Catherine's future role. With Anne stepping back, a significant leadership role has opened for Catherine. She is expected to take on key patronages that have defined Anne's career, including mental health and early childhood development. Anne's parting words suggested deep trust in Catherine's ability to modernize royal duties and carry the family forward. Catherine's involvement will bring renewed energy and focus to important social causes. She embodies a modern royal ideal, compassionate, relatable, and dedicated to service. This transition signals a move toward a monarchy that embraces active engagement over ceremonial appearance, making the royal family more accessible and relevant. The responsibility placed on Catherine reflects the monarchy's evolving strategy to connect with younger generations and broader communities. She is poised to become the institutional backbone of the crown, bridging tradition with innovation in her growing role. As Catherine prepares to take up these duties, the public and palace alike watch eagerly. Her ability to balance family, charity, and public life will define the monarchy's next chapter and inspire confidence in its future. Catherine's rise represents a strategic, heartfelt continuation of royal service. But the transition is not without observation from key family members, including King Charles and Queen Camilla. Next, we'll explore their reactions to this poignant moment. Charles and Camilla's observations. During the banquet, King Charles warmly applauded Anne's speech, signaling his support for the transition. Queen Camilla offered a tender smile to Catherine, an unspoken gesture of approval and solidarity. Their visible pride underscored that this was not just a formal occasion, but a family endorsement of a new generation stepping up. Charles and Camilla's demeanor reflected a shared understanding that change is necessary. They echoed Anne's faith in Catherine's leadership and the importance of a modern monarchic approach that balances tradition with evolving public expectations. This banquet became a symbolic passing of the torch within the family, smoothing potential tensions by showing unity and mutual respect. It was a quiet but powerful message that the royal household embraces continuity through renewal. Their collective support reassures the public that the monarchy remains strong and adaptive. As Catherine takes on more, the partnership within the family promises stability during times of change. The royal family's internal harmony during this pivotal moment hints at a thoughtful approach to leadership transition. Finally, let's reflect on the banquet's closing and what it means for the monarchy's future. A royal farewell and beginning. Anne closed her speech with a heartfelt call. Continue the journey together. The crowd rose, applause filling the room as Catherine's tears mixed with smiles of encouragement. She stepped forward, honored, empowered, and emotionally unveiled, ready to embrace the challenges ahead. This banquet both closed a significant chapter and opened another for the monarchy. It showed the human heart behind royal duty and set the stage for Catherine to take a leading role, combining strength with vulnerability. It was a moment of transition, hope, and renewal. Viewers were left with a powerful image of a monarchy that is not just about titles and history, but about people, empathy, and service. Catherine's emotional moment made the crown feel accessible, relatable, and alive. As the event ended, it was clear that the royal family is evolving. The monarchy remains rooted in tradition, but looks forward, led by those ready to meet today's world with grace and purpose. The banquet marked a turning point, a farewell filled with emotion, and a beginning brimming with promise. The monarchy's future now rests in the hands of those willing to honor the past while embracing change. The story continues, and the world watches. Anne's emotional farewell was a powerful reminder of the monarchy's human side and its evolving future. Catherine's tears revealed the deep responsibility she now shoulders. As one chapter closes and another begins, the royal family embraces change with grace, hope, and a renewed commitment to service.